Hi, it's Linda with CreativePLR.com. So we're looking at products that we can sell for the back-to-school market and for educational products all year round. One great one is selling different sayings. I call it word art, but you can call it anything you want, and you can do a lot of things with it. You can use it on signs. You can also use it on your POD items, front of notebook covers, promotional items, pens, pencils, t-shirts, mugs, bottles. All of my students bring, their own bottles, and some of them are really fancy, some of them are just generic, but they don't carry around just a bottle of water like you buy in the supermarket. They bring a bottle. They've purchased a bottle or they've gotten it free somewhere. So this is that would be a great way to, maybe expand your market and do some products. So one thing, I'm designing in PowerPoint. You don't have to design in PowerPoint. You can design anything that you want to. I think PowerPoint is better for designing than, say, Word, although I do use Excel a lot for different things. But PowerPoint has all the design tools you could possibly want if you're not comfortable in Affinity or Photoshop or even Procreate. And it has all these fonts. Of course, I've got a whole bunch of fonts. You probably do too. We are font people, and we tend to hoard them. And so 100 days of school is actually a huge deal in elementary. And, I've always thought, God bless them, I'm not an elementary teacher. And if I were, I'd be counting the days too. So 100 days of school is celebrated every elementary school. They have signs, they have parties, they have t-shirts. And so one thing that you could do is when you're creating your word art, and I broke my own rule when I did this. Okay, so I like to have my text boxes different sizes, and so that I can actually control the space between the words. And when I don't do that, I'm always really frustrated, because then it's harder for me to actually get the spacing that I want. It's too spread out. If you notice the spacing between Happy and 100 Days, I want it a little closer together than that. And so, I like different text box. Now, you can put color on here. You can make the days a different color. Let's see, red looks good. And maybe this would be a school color. Let's make it red for now. And then I always like, when I'm doing word art, I always like to add some different icons. Now, my page here is 8.5 by 8.5. It doesn't make a difference. You can make it, I tend to design a little larger, especially if it's possible that I might be doing a t-shirt. I design a little larger, either 10 by 10 or 12 by 12. And shrinking down is never the problem. It's when you design something. Let's say I designed this in a 6 inches, and then even though you've saved it as a PNG, you try to make it larger, and it starts to pixelate, and you don't want that. So I always go a little larger to begin with, and then shrinking down is never a problem. So I'm going to insert some clip art here, maybe, and let's see what I have. Well, this works perfectly. I used this on another video, but, it works so great that I can use it again and again. And how I do it is going to be challenging. Maybe I put this to one side so I can do this. That to one side. Do that. And then maybe... where's my school bus? There, that looks so cute. And then what you would do is you would group it. Make sure they're all included. And you're going to be able to tell, because once you group it, you're going to move it. And if it all moves, then you know that you're good. And then I click on this, and I save it as a picture. Before we do that, we're going to go over and we're going to look at how our PowerPoint is set up. And I'm going to look at options. Oh, maybe I can't get to options. And so I clicked on options, and I'm going to go to advanced. And you see when you scroll down where it says image size and quality, and it says high fidelity. We don't want it compressed at all, so you want to make sure that's not clicked. And I always choose 330 DPI, okay, because I want to make sure anything that I save is very high quality. And now I'm going to save it as a picture, and I'm going to say 100 days. And then you can take this to any company. Vistaprint is a really good one that I've used. You can go to any company that does print-on-demand items. This would be a great notebook. You could turn this into a sign for the classroom. This could be a good school prop. You know, kids stand in front of a sign. They hold up a sign that says Happy 100 Days of School, and people take their pictures. It really is a big deal. If you've never experienced it, I'm totally amazed. You could put this on t-shirts. You could put something on mugs. Now let's create something for a mug. And for a mug, I'm not going to have all of that. Okay, it's going to be too busy on a mug. But I might have part of it. I might just say 100 days with this, and then I could say, I guess, of school. That would fit on a mug. Okay. I always like on a mug when it's on the side to have it actually be on one side. And then since I grouped it before, I need to ungroup it. And then now my new thing so that it actually fits. And then I might actually, keeping in mind what a mug looks like, see how handy it is to have everything on a separate box. And the other thing you could do instead of 100 days, you could say the 100th. Okay. And I like the TH to be a little bit above, and if I right click, I can go, it's something called font, and I should be able to go to superscript, and then it's the 100th day of, and that would fit just perfect on a mug, cup, a bottle, make great teacher gifts. And then I would, now I'm not crazy about the way that it's, so I'm going to ungroup it, and then I'm going to group it again so I don't have any wasted space. That would work great too. So I save that as picture 100. Okay. And think of other things that you could put on for t-shirts. Okay. So you might want to say, let's do a new slide. You might want to say that, and since our balloon in our clip art is blue, then I would make this in blue as well. Now keep in mind that if you're going to do this, you want to have different colors because schools have different colors. Blue is a popular color, red's a popular color, gold, turquoise, green, and so just regular colors, but different colors so that people can customize. I want this blue. And then you would save it, and that is your group it, and then I save that, save as picture. So you could do a whole bunch of word art. You could actually take this, and that, since that's a picture, you could go over to transparency, And you could actually put that in the background like that, and I like that as well. And so you could kind of play with that a little bit. It's always nice to have something in the background. It gives a little bit of texture, it gives a little bit of color to it. It's not quite as plain as white. So, I hope you've gotten some ideas here of making some word art. Word art is great for using on all different kinds of POD items. And, give it a try and see how you do. Until next time.